So it did it again. It just dropped my stream for no reason. No internet hiccup. I made sure to turn off my VPN before I started. I don't know what the deal is here. I'm starting to think that it must be Mob Crush. I think Mob Crush is like unstable and will just randomly drop you. Which is a bummer because that's how I am able to multicast to multiple different platforms at once. Maybe I could try Restream.io, but this keeps up. Can I be honest? I might just abandon that idea altogether and just go directly to Twitch because, I'm tired of this. Like, I spend like an hour or whatever getting people coming into the room, and then it all, like, I just lose everything because the stream just randomly ends for no reason. So that's really annoying. And OBS still not able to connect to chat here. So yeah, that's a bummer. Stream dropped. So I guess I will just go ahead and start the mission, but I'm just kind of annoyed about that, to be honest. Thanks for holding, everybody who's still here. I don't know if you guys caught the beginning of that, but basically the stream dropped for no apparent reason. My internet did not go down. I made sure to turn off my VPN before I started. I haven't had any hiccups or anything. And it's done this several times. It just randomly stops the stream. And I think it must be Mob Crush. I multicast to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube through Mob Crush, and I think it must just be unstable. It doesn't, sometimes it works for like 8 hours. Sometimes it'll go for like 45 minutes and then drop. So whatever. We're just gonna go. So this loadout all good. Yeah, we'll keep her with the non-lethal. Let's actually do Solid Snake. And let's do Sniper Wolf for quiet. Because why not? And we can go.
Deploying. nearest Angola is Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the brokers and front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling his strings.
Yeah, check out those pixel feet.
Good luck, boss.
Hey, no, yeah, I was not done. The stream randomly cut. I'm pretty sure the problem is Mob Crush, I think. I use this service Mob Crush to multicast to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and sometimes it's fine for like 8 hours, sometimes I'll stream for like 45 minutes and it randomly cuts out. And it's not my internet, it's not, you know, like I'm on a wired connection, I'm not on a VPN, I didn't have any internet hiccups or anything, I have fiber optic internet, so if this keeps up, I'm gonna stop using Mob Crush and just stream directly to Twitch, because this is not the first time this has happened, and it's getting really annoying.
Tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Because not only is it annoying having to like mess with it and restart the stream, but like you lose viewers and it cuts your VODs all up. So like now instead of one big long VOD with the whole stream, it's going to be chopped into pieces, because as soon as the stream cuts, it chops off the end of the video. So
You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for United, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
So I made sure to give Quiet the non-lethal sniper rifle because I happen to remember from playing this mission before, up ahead they have child soldiers, and you are not supposed to kill any of them for obvious reasons. In fact, if you kill any of them, the mission ends and you fail. But you can tranquilize them, and you can extract them. So we are going to do our best. This is weird, too. It's a little bright. I supposedly deployed at 6 p.m. Oh, that guy's coming over here. I should have had my, in fact,
Hey, het jy die lokkaas gesien wat die ander dag ingekom het?
Ha, verseker. Dink jy genuine dit sal die vyand
while they're having their dumb little conversation,
Sien is dit moeilik om te glo dis die eg.
I'm gonna
Please select a mission.
Ek hoop jy's reg.
set some guys to
Jep, geen probleem, bra.
get rid of
Unit
helmets.
dispatched.
Yeah. It's good to do that. What you can do is deploy soldiers to go sabotage enemy supplies. And take out.
Begin cover fire.
Just do it quiet. Do it to him. Wait till I've got a shot. Nice. Alright.
You gotta extract him.
Alright.
Weather will clear shortly.
And in this area is where the child soldiers should be. We want to try to find as many of them as possible. Okay.
You gotta extract him.
Quiet is an absolute beast. He can often clear out entire outposts for you without you even doing anything.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Okay. Just wait for this dude to come here.
Outpost captured.
Right. Yeah, I mean, this game, I would say it is good but flawed.
Leave the rest to us.
Like, the story feels unfinished. And that's basically because Konami forced Team Kojima to rush it out the door before they had properly finished it. So, like, the gameplay is amazing. The engine is really, really well done. The graphics are all good and everything. The gunplay and sneaking mechanics and everything are great. But, at the end of the game, it becomes like replaying harder versions of previous missions and stuff. And there's a whole mission that they had almost finished that got cut because they weren't able to get it into the game. So, like, in the special edition or on YouTube or whatever, you can watch the cutscenes from that mission, but it's not in the actual game. So, it's understandable, honestly, why people were upset, you know? Like, it cannot be overstated how awful Konami is in 2019. Like, people love to complain about, like, EA or Ubisoft or companies like that. And, I mean, those companies deserve to be ragged on. But Konami is just on another level. Like, it's unbelievable. Like a lot of people don't realize, Konami does not only make video games. In fact, nowadays they don't really even make video games anymore. But there was never a time when Konami only made video games. Konami is a family-owned corporation in Japan, meaning it's not like a board of trustees or whatever, and then they'll like pick a different CEO if they don't like what they're doing or whatever. No, it's family-owned. So it's this one particular family owns the whole company, and in addition to video games, they do all kinds of other stuff. They, for example, have like a quote electronic entertainment, meaning pachinko machines, basically, division. They have a bunch of real estate in Japan. There are a lot of people in Japan who actually pay their monthly rent check to Konami, literally. They own a bunch of health spas and like health clubs, you know. If I remember correctly, they even have like health and life insurance. So, you know, they stopped making video games, but they still make serious bank. Like, they're not, you know, hurting from not making games. And that's the sad reality. Like, the people, the family that owns that company basically just decided that they didn't think video games were a worthwhile investment for them anymore. You know, they didn't want to do it anymore. And they don't care about their own franchises or their own fans or...
Analysis complete.
You know, they... It's sad but true. They just don't care.
Outpost captured.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Like, all the time, I follow a lot of survival horror speedrunners, like people who run like Resident Evil and Silent Hill and Fatal Frame, you know, that kind of stuff. And all the time I see people asking like, hey, like,
He's coming too.
you know,
Roger that.
Resident Evil 2 remake was so well received and it was so good and everything, like, don't you think Konami is gonna remake like Silent Hill 1 or Silent Hill 2 or something? And it's like, nope, dude, it's just not gonna happen. Like, don't hold your breath. 'Cause, like, it's just not happening, unfortunately. Now, what is this? Ah, there's a container in that area. Okay. I don't understand. Where are the child soldiers? Yeah, we have not. Child soldiers being trained at Masa Village. Where is Masa Village? Yeah, so they must be back here. So, I didn't see any of them, though. Let's let Quiet scout the area and see if she sees anything.
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Any presence detected where?
Marker removed. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Megabase.
I'm trying to stream more often. I usually am on at least once a week, but I'm trying to do like 2-3 times a week. Usually around this time, like Eastern time, starting about 6 or 7 p.m., going till maybe midnight.
Analysis complete.
These are still regular soldiers. Where are the child soldiers?
Analysis complete.
Yo, quiet. You gonna take that shot? Yeah, so this is interesting. I've never seen this. It seems like there must be some trigger that makes the child soldiers spawn in or whatever. And they're just not here. I'm gonna have to do that a different mission. Like a different playthrough of this.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yeah, there's...
Marker
Well,
placed.
let's see what's... Okay, so that was the container I just got. So why is that objective
You have
still...
arrived at your destination.
Weird. Is there another container that I'm not seeing? Damn it, Snake. Snake. Come on now. Yeah, see, this is where the White Mamba mission, which I think is later, I think it's after this. This is where all the child soldiers are in that mission, too. But they're just not here. Weird. Oh well, we will just have to continue with the regular mission. Maybe it's because the guards were alerted before. Maybe I have to like proceed through that area without raising an alarm. Anyway, let's see where we go. I play all kinds of stuff. I play, like, obviously lots of Metal Gear games. I play a lot of survival horror stuff. I'm also currently working on playing through all the Resident Evils. So recently I replayed Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, and then now I'm up to 4, which I'll be starting soon. And then Silent Hill, I've never actually played any of them, but I've always wanted to. They've always been on like my list, so I'm gonna probably play some Silent Hill soon.
Arrived at Mother Base.
I also play a lot of like JRPGs, like Final Fantasy, Xenogears, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, like Xenoblade, you know, all that kind of stuff. Xenosaga actually would be great to replay. I haven't played any of those since like when they first came out. I also really like strategy RPGs, like for example Final Fantasy Tactics or like Front Mission 3 kind of thing, where you like customize your squad and then you like control the battle on like a battlefield, you know, you move the pieces around. And so yeah, I play all kinds of stuff. But for the next little while, probably I'm going to be playing a lot of Metal Gear and survival horror stuff. Like, also, I just recently got Dead Space, which I've never played, so I'm going to probably play Dead Space, and then if that goes well, I might get Dead Space 2. And then I have heard that Dead Space 3 is a disaster, so I might skip that one, but I'll see.
When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves.
Dark Souls, I've been meaning to do like a serious crack at Dark Souls, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's on my list, definitely. I've played like the first hour or two, like up to the Taurus Demon of Dark Souls 1, and I was having fun with it, but it was also like I could tell getting good enough to be able to like beat it, like play all the way through it and beat it, it was going to be a big investment of time. And I just had other stuff I wanted to play first. But I definitely want to play, like, at a minimum, I'd like to play Dark Souls 1, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. Because those all seem really, really cool. And then if I'm still into it after that, I might do Dark Souls 2 and 3. Speed this up a little bit. This is weird too. I don't know why it's so relatively bright. I don't know if it's because there's storm clouds or what, but it's supposed to be nighttime right now. Usually it's a lot darker. But we will make do. Yeah, that's true. I've thought about that. I've heard, like, some people say Demon Souls is, like, absolutely awesome and, like, must play, you know, the same as the mainline Dark Souls ones. And some people say, like, oh, whatever, just play Dark Souls 1. So, I don't know. Like, if you've played it, I'm interested to hear what you think, because
detected. The map
It's
has been
definitely
updated.
like on my radar, but I do have I already have Dark Souls 1 for PS4, and then I have Dark Souls 2 I got on sale on like a Steam sale, so I have it for
Oil
PC.
facility. To stop the
Extraction
leak, you need
arrived
to
at
shut down the oil
Metabase.
transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Is that? That is a mine. That could have been bad. Let's have Scout. Or, I always call her Scout. Let's have Quiet Scout.
Analysis. Enemy presence detected.
That's the oily
The
water
map has
separator
been
tank.
updated.
One of the targets. Take it out.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Just saw a bird land here. It's that vulture. Oh, god damn it.
Buddy has infiltrated.
Fucking mines,
and the map
man.
has been updated.
Now see, now they're on alert. Because they heard the mine go off. And of course the bird left. That I was trying to find. Set off a mine chasing a bird. Typical.
Analysis complete.
See, now they're like looking out in this direction.
The map has been updated.
Just do it, Quiet. Just do it. Of course, Quiet shoots the guy on the radio for maximum carnage. Stop aiming at the decoy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard there are a lot of people who really, really dig Demon Souls, so I might check it out. Alright, now
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosive.
I'm gonna stick some
You're planning the
C4.
Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
Don't really need this much of it, I don't think, but that's okay.
Good. You're away from the C4. Any sign of the enemy? Be sure to time the explosion carefully. You gotta extract him.
Trying to be clean here. They're all distracted with quiet. They haven't noticed that I'm here yet.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
What I'm gonna do is go to the objective here and
He's coming too.
do this objective first,
At your destination.
and then hit the C4, and then try to leave before those walker gears are able to come in. Actually, wasn't there a back way? I believe. No, I'm gonna just go back out the way we came. I think, unfortunately, there is a dude right here in the room we need to go in. I've never played Castlevania, but I've wanted to for a while.
The emergency stop button is probably inside of it.
That new Bloodstained game seems really, really good, too. Alright, so let's hit this. And we got bodies in the water.
Bodies? Why?
Gross infected bodies, too.
Extraction
Oil
arrived
transfer pump
at
shut-off
Metabase.
confirmed. Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Okay, so I'm gonna like mostly exfiltrate, like be outside the perimeter of the base, and then hit the C4. Because once you hit the C4, that's what triggers the walker gears to show up, and I'm trying to get that mission task. Hit at least one of the mission tasks on this playthrough. Don't quite have a shot on that guy, but that's okay. quiet got him. Right. Boom.
You destroyed the separator tank.
Extraction
Objectives
arrived
complete.
at Mother Base.
Though security will be tighter after that
Mission
explosion.
info has been
Get out of there
updated.
ASAP.
Oh man, I would have to probably.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Let's just have him go there, and we'll just run. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I should have, like.
Clouds.
I think basically what you would have to do to get that mission task is completely clear out the base and like haul in the chopper directly to the helipad right in the base and then take off before the dudes show up. So I'm gonna probably have to grind this mission a little bit
The
to
map has been updated.
get all those mission tasks. But we'll see. I'm a little over 100 meters from the chopper, so still has to get here though.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Alright, mission complete, boss.
Right, got an A rank. Not the worst.
Boss, we took another look into Saner, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Saner's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Saner's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
The Dead or Alive song, Spin Me Right Round, that is a... So the way the chopper music works in this game is any... So throughout the world, you can find cassette tapes. And some of the cassette tapes are like, you know, recordings that have mission stuff on them or whatever. But there's also a whole bunch of cassette tapes that are just like 80s music, basically. Because this game takes place in, I think, 83 or 84 or whatever. So any of the tapes that you have found, you can set it to be your helicopter landing music. So that's the one that I set. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff, which I can show you in a minute. Odd mission. Oh. It's gonna take a year to load. I think on PC there are mods to add your own music, but I'm playing on a PS4 right now. But no, by default you can't add your own. So Music Tape 1, these are all sort of like, you know, Metal Gear Solid score type music. And then Music Tape 2, these are all like 80s pop songs. So, like, for a while I was using this for my helicopter. Which is pretty hilarious. Like, if you call in the chopper as, like, gunship support and it's, like, mowing down enemies, it's pretty hilarious to have this playing in the background. Or they have this, oh, oops, I just set it as the helicopter music. This is the David Bowie sound-alike. I keep hitting the wrong button and setting it as the... But yeah, you get the idea. And this is actually, I've found pretty much all of the tapes on this save, so... Anyway, on that note, I think I am going to, unfortunately, have to cut it short tonight. I'm kind of nervous about the stream thing. I want to mess with the settings and everything. I can't do it while I'm streaming. Yeah, I like David Bowie. It's a bummer what happened, but I wasn't like a super fan with all of his records or anything, but I like him. But anyway, on that note, I am going to call it an evening for tonight. I will be back soon, probably over the weekend or something, to continue with this Metal Gear Solid 5 story run, and I also have another game I'm working on right now, Drakengard 3, so I might stream some more of that as well. So, if you enjoyed this, please do come back again, and I will see you next time, hopefully. Have a great evening. Sorry I couldn't stay longer, but alas, I need to fix this. So, peace.